London's radio station.
BBC Radio London.
The time now, 10 to 7 or 6:50, and 4 members of a group which carried out a fake robbery at the National Portrait Gallery and a spoof kidnapping at Tate Britain last July have been jailed. The men, all aged in their 20s, were members of the controversial YouTube channel Troll Station, which has built a reputation for filming pranks around the city. James Slattery is from Troll Station and joins me now. James, good morning to you.
Good morning. You said the guys were members. They still are members of Troll Station.
Thank you for that clarification.
No problem.
James, for those who don't know, will you explain a little bit more about what Troll Station do, who you are?
Troll Station are a group of online pranksters who carry out social experiments and comedy and obviously pranks that are not always seen as pranks by the public, as we can see. But basically we create content, and we are creators. We create something in a form of entertainment for the public, and we get a good following, and we don't get as much bad press as what people are trying to give at the minute.
So what sort of following do you have as YouTubers?
At the minute, nearly 800,000 subscribers. So people like what the guys put out, and they've a following on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all the rest of all.
And why did you join the group, James?
Because I'm getting to a stage, let's call it a midlife crisis.
Why? How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay.
I'm ex-builder, and the light was going out my eyes. I look in the mirror every morning. It just wasn't me. So joining Troll Station for me is a great way of expressing myself in life, going through the motions of how I'm growing up and seeing, ooh, actually, this is how the world works in regards to the system and on the street, I suppose.
So Detective Constable Anthony Parker, he led the investigation, branded the actions that I mentioned in the introduction as outrageous. So,
outrageous, like the Muslim shouting Allah Akbar in the Manchester Trafford Centre.
I'm sorry,
that.
But what does that have to do with anything?
That's exactly the same thing. I mean,
but that wasn't a joke or a prank. That was a test of security.
They said they caused alarm and distress with people, didn't they? But then again, they're the top of the top.
But that was a proper, organised, with permission event.
There's still a lot of people stressed out and alarm and distressed over that. And then they go on and they explode. Some guys explode a bus on London Bridge. But it's just a movie. And then the police, it's just a prank and it's just an exercise. So what's the difference there?
Okay, so let me just quote him for you. Detective Constable Anthony Parker says that it was outrageous because this group had their faces covered, they were shouting and screaming, and they left with framed artwork. Can you understand why people were frightened then? Because you did draw comparisons.
Yeah, but at least they didn't go in with pretend bomb devices strapped to their chest and shout Allah Akbar. At least we didn't do that, because we've already been told by the police we will be shot on the spot if we carry on. We carry stuff in our hands and we do that sort of silliness.
Troll Station have been filming in London for, 3 years now, since 2013?
Yes, and they will continue for another 3
But do you
years.
think that they will change what they're doing as a result of these sentences?
Because now we've been given a line. Now we know where the line is. I bet you there's no signs on the outside the gallery that says no pranking in here. Do you know what I mean?
But do you understand the severity of certain pranks now?
I put my hand up. It was wrong. I wasn't in Troll Station a year ago, but I seen the video and I thought, wow, that might be a step too far. Of course. I'm not going to put out a video and play out that we're victims. We caused alarm and distress to about 7, 8 different people.
What sort of pranks have you been involved in, James?
People were trampled on and people were knocked over. That's all lies. We've got the CCTV coverage from the gallery and we've got our own coverage.
James, what sort of pranks have you been involved in?
What sort of pranks have I been involved in? I was knocking on the Prime Minister's door, bringing back a pig. I've done social experiments to highlight racial abuse. We've done social experiments to highlight rape. We do good topics.
So you think these pranks are to raise awareness about certain issues? They are, I mean, the nature of a prank is for amusement, isn't it? Or is there a definition that I'm missing here?
God only knows the nature of a prank. We're trying to gauge people's reactions, and we're trying to learn a little something from what we do as well. Let's be honest. Everybody on YouTube knows if you're successful on YouTube, you can make a bit of money. All these guys have got the same passion. We all want to make money and have a living, and we love doing that. It's creating art and that. And if we can learn stuff along the way, and we can teach people a lesson. That breastfeeding thing has been used in schools all over the UK as an example to teach kids how to respect women and what have you. So the stuff we do that seems a little bit extreme, something can be learned from. Maybe the police actually use some of the troll station videos in training. So surely we're doing something right.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning, James Slattery, a member of the group. Troll Station. So, a group of men who staged a fake robbery at the National Portrait Gallery and the Tate Gallery. It's part of a YouTube prank. They've been jailed. Endrit Ferrazzoli, Ebenezer Mensah. So Endrit's 20, Ebenezer's 29, Helder Gomez, or Gomes, is 23, and Dan Van Lee, 31. When I first heard about this, I assumed, when you think of YouTubers, which is very wrong of me and ageist, I assumed these were kids. They're actually grown men.